I should have changed my phone case to my dear one.
This is Halloween. I'm scared. Okay, so anytime I go book shopping, I always have to have a fun drink. It's a personality trait. I don't know, it's literally just how God created me. I love fall fun drinks. But the only issue with that is it's August 31st. So a lot of places don't have fall drinks right now. I got my usual matcha. Look, my favorite coffee shop wrote Ash with a book on it. So I get a matcha with cinnamon and honey. And you know what? It hits every time. Whenever you go fall book shopping, you gotta have a fun drink. I usually skip this section, which is kind of like, it's kind of a toxic trait of mine because usually they're $30 for a book that I might not like. Like I said, I have a whole list of books and I think some of you guys are gonna be really excited because these are books that are gonna be a little bit difficult for me, but very dark academia vibes. If this wasn't a fall book shopping video, I would definitely see what this is all about. My gosh, this is the most fall vibes I think I've seen yet. Those acorns. Usually the genres that I shop at first is like romance, fantasy, young adult. But I'm gonna go to the literary fiction because I've been really digging that recently. We've arrived at our first place. This wasn't even planned. So I heard that this one, The Secret History, are basically like very similar. The Secret History is the OG. I think it came out in the 90s or like 80s or something. I'm losing my voice. I don't know what's happening. And both of these have substance abuse and I've heard that it can be like pretty difficult. I don't know, I'm a little bit nervous. I think The Secret History is about like a whole group of college friends and one of them ends up getting murdered. And so the friends are trying to uncover it, figure out what happens. But it's also like these kids are super privileged, so they dabble in a lot of weird stuff. If We Were Villains is like a milder version of all of the stuff in The Secret History. So I was planning on getting both of these, but I might get If We Were Villains first. Apparently both of these can be a little bit difficult to read. Like the actual prose can be difficult, so. Oh, there's also some fantasy that I want to check out. I love reading fantasy all seasons of the year, but I feel like fall time's so cozy. I'm not as like dedicated to fantasy during fall. Here we are. Okay, we're at general fiction. I definitely need to look at some good thrillers too. I love Stephen King, and this would be perfect for spooky season like October. I don't need to get any Stephen King books because Ian has got me covered. Another part that I love about fall is curating a fall playlist to listen to. So I actually just made one recently. It's called Autumn in a Small Town. And it will be up on my Instagram story for 24 hours. So go over there if you want the playlist. The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. That's one I want to get. Pumpkin Spice Cafe. H, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, H. H. The Bookshop of Second Chances? Oh, that is a cute cover. Oh my gosh. Cutie. Where's this book? No. Do they not have it? Wait, I'm so sad. It's not here, guys. This is like very different for me and surprising, but it's called Magnolia Parks. I actually just watched Gossip Girl for the first time ever. Shaughnessy told me that if I love Gossip Girl, I'll probably love Magnolia Parks. So I might give it a try, and I know you're probably like, that doesn't seem like a fall book. I have no idea if it is, but I watched Gossip Girl for the first time last fall, so Gossip Girl feels very fall to me, although it's not like a fall show. I might get this today. it's time for the book haul. We've got 7 books, but technically 8 because I ordered one. First book that I got that was actually on my list is called The Maidens, and I feel like this cover is just giving very fall vibes. And this is by the author who wrote The Silent Patient, which is a thriller. I've never read that book because that is like the one cover that is so scary to me. Too scary that I don't think I'd ever read it. It doesn't even look like it's a thriller, but it is. Guys, I have not read a thriller in so long. I think the last technically like horror novel I read was in January, and that was Pet Sematary. So it has been a while. It kind of follows this main character who is a group therapist. She finds out that her niece's friend who goes to Cambridge University has been murdered. And it's like this weird kind of secret society of female students that are really close with one of the professors who is a Greek mythology professor, I think. And he kind of like obsesses over Greek mythology, but like certain stories in Greek mythology specifically. This main character, I think her name's Mariana, she is so convinced that he is the murderer. Another student ends up getting murdered, and so she's like, I am going to uncover this and figure out who the murderer is and prove that he is guilty. So I'm very excited to read this one. This is my first novel by this author, so I'm excited to see if I like his writing or not. The next book that I got is called Magnolia Parks. You guys, you already know about this book. I'm very late to the game. Pretty sure that I wasn't going to read this series just because it didn't really sound like something I would be into. That is because I thought it was going to be very spicy, which turns out apparently there's no spice. I'm just gonna give it a try, see what I think of it. I think that's the best way to formulate your opinions on a book, is just to give it a shot yourself. So excited to see if I like this one. Shaughnessy recommended that I read Magnolia Parks because I liked Gossip Girl. Oh, actually this takes place in London. Wait, that's really cool. I think that this one is kind of like these two characters really are kind of toxic for each other, but they try and work on their relationship and like want to change for each other. If it's like Gossip Girl in London, that's exciting to me. Okay, the next book that I got, when you hear dark academia, this is the book that everyone associates that genre with. I'm pretty sure it created the dark academia genre, and it's The Secret History. It's one of those books that's like either you love it or you hate it. I feel like a lot of people that I watch on BookTube either love it or they don't finish it. So I'm excited to see what camp I'm in. I think it might have some psychological thriller elements, and also it's just very like compelling and haunting, and there's this mystery that I think is the main plot of the book. It follows these college students in New England, and they dabble into some things that they shouldn't. It sets them apart from other people at their college, but they start to realize that this is leading them down a really dangerous path, and one of their friends gets murdered. They're trying to figure out what happened to their friend. I'm very excited to read this one. I've heard that it can be very slow. The next one that I got from Barnes & Noble, I actually had to put in an order for it because they didn't have it when I went there. I am so excited to read this one for fall. It's called The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. Expectations for this book, I don't have any. I'm hoping it's gonna be a cozy read. It has like 3.4 stars on Goodreads, which always scares me, and I'm weirdly judgy about ratings. When I see anything below like a 4 stars on Goodreads, it scares me, and that's really bad. I need to just give books a try. This is a small town romance. It's like Grumpy Sunshine, I believe. I think the main character ends up inheriting a cafe from her aunt, and so she has to like leave her job, which she's really excited about, and then she runs into this love interest who I think is a farmer. I have heard that this book is similar to Gilmore Girls, which I love Gilmore Girls so much. One of my favorite shows. So that's pretty much all I needed to hear. That's what convinced me. Also, the author's last name is Gilmore. The next books that I got are actually a part of a series, and all of these I thrifted last weekend. This is the rest of the Truly Devious series. I've only read the first one and I loved it, so I'm excited to read the rest in the fall time. We have The Hand on the Wall, and then we have The Vanishing Stair, and these two are a part of the original trilogy. And then I don't know if these are novellas. I'm pretty, I don't know. These might just be like standalones. It's The Box in the Woods and then 9 Liars. Okay, so this is still following our main character for these two. I love these covers so much. That is so beautiful. And this one is so fall. Look at the fall leaves. That's so cozy. I can't wait to read these. This is a young adult mystery thriller series and I really enjoy it. I read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder and that's why I picked up Truly Devious because it's kind of similar. These are all of the books that I picked up during my fall book shopping. I hope you guys enjoyed. I definitely did. I have so many good new books to read. Comment down below which of these books you were most eager to see me read and then definitely make sure that I include that in a video very soon. I love you guys so much and I'll see you in my next video.